Hola muchachos, ¿qué tal? Buenos días. Hoy es lunes, el 14 de septiembre o martes, el 15 de septiembre. El horario para hoy pues es dar un vistazo a los objetivos del capítulo 1A. Vamos a repasar para el examen del capítulo 1A. El vocabulario en contexto en las páginas 18 y 19 en tu libro de realidades y tomar apuntes en tus cuadernos y una práctica en esas mismas páginas, página 18 y 19, los ejercicios 1 y 2. Por fin ustedes tienen una conversación, un discurso en línea, en grupos pequeños, y su tarea para la próxima clase es participar en ese discurso y estudiar para el examen del capítulo 1A. So if we take a look first and foremost, Chapter 1A learning objectives are there. We went over these last week, but just to take another quick look at them as they relate to your class schedule and daily routine. You guys go down in the bottom right hand corner and click next. You guys can see the quiz study guide. Your quiz will be on Tuesday of September 22nd, Tuesday of next week, or Wednesday of next week, just depending upon whether you're an A day or B day. You have the questions that you should anticipate being on the quiz, and then where in the modules, if you guys go to modules, back to Para Empezar, where you guys can find the information for each of these key terms and concepts. Some of these we will go over this week together. Que se permite, que se prohíbe, what's allowed and not allowed in your classes. We will do that, on toward the end of this week, as well as writing out your class schedule. So no worries if there's some things there that we haven't quite gone over yet. We will go over them this week. So have a look at that study guide. Prepare for next week's quiz, which again is the 22nd for A days, 23rd for B days. Click next in the bottom right-hand corner. A quick review of the vocabulary having to do with your classes. You have a link here to Quizlet to review the vocabulary that's on page 14 of your textbook. You have some guided videos that walk you through that vocabulary if it's relatively new to you, as well as the class subjects. These are the classroom materials and these are the class subjects you guys can take a look at should you feel like you need the additional practice. We did this practice together in class, but we're going to pick up where we left off and you guys are going to work in small groups and create descriptions of your classes. And your descriptions are going to include 2 activities that you do in each of those classes, 3 class materials, things that you would bring to that class, and then items or resources that you would typically find in that classroom. You have examples up above, the examples here down below, in terms of how to format it, right? This is how you would format the 2 activities. This is how you would format the 3 things you need to bring. And this is how you would format the 3 things that you would find in the classroom. And all the underlined key vocabulary you're going to replace with the key vocabulary that you choose according to the class that you've chosen. Right? So you're going to work on that in small groups. Great practice for what you're going to do in the discussion activity. If you guys click next, you can see it's the same thing. For the discussion activity, each of you is going to choose one of your favorite core classes. So not an elective, but a core class. Inglés, matemáticas, educación física, etc. And you're going to write a complete description in which, though, please do not include the class name because everybody else is going to reply to your post and try to guess, based on your description, which class you're describing. Everyone in your group will make an initial post with one class, or the descriptions for that class. And then again, everybody in the group is going to reply to each member in the group, trying to guess which class it is, and they're going to provide 2 context clues. So what do you need to include in your description? 2 activities that you do in each class, 3 materials that you would typically bring to each class, and then 3 items or resources you would typically find in that class. Plenty of examples to choose from. When you're ready, go ahead and hit reply to make your original post, but in order to get full credit, please do not forget to respond to each of your group members' posts, to each of your group members' class descriptions, and all you need to do is hit reply to each of those posts, provide the class that you think they're describing, and then 2 context clues. That could be activities, class materials, or items or resources found throughout the classroom. And that is our agenda for Tuesday and Monday, el 14 de septiembre y el 15.